Good morning, guys. Another day of the 75 Hard Challenge, and I am feeling super accomplished right now, and I'll tell you why. I I just finished my first book. In doing this 75 Hard Challenge, we got to read 10 pages of a self help book every day. And I have never been a big reader. Well, I'm not going to when I was a kid, I was a big reader. And as I became an adult, it's almost like I just been super distracted with just everything in general. And it's really hard for me to sit down and focus and actually finish a book. And I finished this book. I'm going to have it probably somewhere right here. Um, Stop doing that. I'm going to try not to cuss here, but stop doing that. Ish. There we go. And honestly, it was a great book for me because it seemed like it was very straightforward. It was very straight blunt. A lot of times in some of the self-help books that I've picked up, um it seems like they try to sugarcoat things or put things nicely, maybe a little yeah, I don't know, politely is probably the best way to put it. And this was just like straight up, just in your face. This is what it is, and whatever. Um, I'll be honest. I don't know if I picked up a lot of new stuff per se, but it did reiterate some of the things that I've been dealing with and battling, kind of going on in my head, which is like two main points that I picked up. One is um, well, I guess a couple of points, two, 3 points maybe. One is I have been into the realization in the last probably year or so that I totally and completely self sabotage myself. And I don't really understand why I do it, but I do understand that I do it. And I have spent a lot of time almost like complaining about it. I don't want to say crying about it, but kind of, I guess, crying about it. Um, you know, and the truth is, like, uh no one's coming to save me. I have to save myself. I got to get myself out of this hole that I dug myself in. And this book really touched on that. It kind of, like I said, reiterated, like, um you know you got to be the hero of your own story. You got to be the one to make the changes. Like, no one else is going to do it for you. I'm in my 30s right now, and um I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. I got to do this. So that was one thing, one main point. The other main point that I took away was that um, the book touched on kind of towards the end was like that you um, like, don't beat yourself up if you can't figure out like what you're supposed to do. Like, if something interests you, don't be afraid to try it. And then if you don't like it, at least you tried it. Because it was touching on, like, trying to figure out what job you're supposed to be working, and what job or what career you want to do, what really makes you happy. And that's something that I'm struggling with even right now, is trying to figure out what it is that's going to make me happy. What's going to make Bubba happy? And I don't know what that is yet. I keep asking my family, I keep asking my girl, and the truth is, no one can really answer that. I got to figure out what that is. And how do I figure that out? I don't know. I'm just going to have to try stuff and see if I like it or not. And if I like it, good. If I don't, then we got to figure out something else right now. Right now, I'm not really happy. I don't feel fulfilled at my job. I feel like, um, the company I work with has been super good to me. I don't plan on going anywhere like in the immediate future, but do I want to do this forever? No, I don't. But what else can I do? And what else do I want to do? I don't know. That's where we're at right now, but I'm trying to figure out some things that I can try. And I got some things cooking. I think this YouTube channel is definitely something. Being a content creator, I don't know. Maybe we can make something of this. I think so far, I'm building the consistency again in uploading videos and trying to come up with topics and stuff to talk about. And I think that's a huge first step. So maybe we got something here. I did the video a while back about the reselling stuff. And I think I have something there with that. I got some tips and tricks from um, a family member this weekend that kind of opened up my eyes. Like, okay, we can go at things a little differently. So there's that. But yeah, so I just want to encourage you guys. Um, one, don't beat yourself up if you're in a spot similar to mine, but also know that um, you've got to you got to make the changes, and whether they you got to make small changes and then build up until you start making the big changes. But you have to be the one to start making the changes, and then um, my sister put it best a few months ago. She said, "You're not a tree. You don't have to stay stuck in one spot forever." And that doesn't mean necessarily like where you live. That's your career. If you're stuck in a career, if you're stuck in a relationship, if you're stuck in whatever, like you're not a tree, so you can make the changes to get up and move and be that change. So that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Have a great day, and I will catch you guys later.